今回はピラティストレーナーのバネッサさんにインタビューしました。ピラティスとは何か、日本に来た理由、これからの夢、働くとは、貴重なお話を聞くことができたので、ぜひ最後までご覧ください。バネッサさんです。お願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。ベルギーから来ました。ベルギーです。はいはいはい。はい、ピラティス先生です。Pilates technique is created by actually a man called Joseph Pilates. He was German, so Deutschsprachig. This technique is about 100 years old, and it was created during First World War, so long time ago. It's physical technique. So actually, many people ask what is Pilates. So I often say Pilates is like yoga, and at the same time it's different than yoga actually, because Pilates, we work a lot on inner muscle, like abdominal muscles, and like core, control, strength. So I was a professional dancer. So when I was dancing, that's when I started actually practicing yoga and Pilates. So this was 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. The first time I practiced, actually I was living in Austria, Salzburg, in Austria, so very close to Germany. I was in a professional dance school there, and every day, actually as part of the training, we had so every morning we had one yoga class, and of course we had ballet, and we had contemporary dance, and we had many dance class, and we also had a lot of Pilates class, and that's how I practiced for the first time. So more than 20 years ago, and I could really improve my flexibility. Actually, I've never been really flexible, but with yoga and Pilates, I could feel my body changing a lot. So that's how I started really to practice and really enjoy. Yeah, actually, I had many different jobs before. Many different jobs. I went to university actually. I studied to be French teacher. At university, and then I studied to work in a library. So I actually worked for 1 year in a big company, and then I decided, I was like, no, I really want to dance. So I went to this professional dance school in Austria. So that's where I started learning. And at the end of those studies, I decided to do the training in Pilates. But at that time, I was really into dancing. I really wanted to be on stage and be a dancer. So I studied Pilates, but I didn't start teaching directly. I first did a few dance projects in Belgium and in Switzerland. And but of course, in dancing world is really difficult. Many dancers, and it was really tough. Just because I have this, and I'm also going to teach. And I opened one class in Brussels. It was 19 years ago, the first class of Pilates in Brussels, and. At that time, almost no one knew about Pilates in Brussels. So maybe in America, very famous, but in Brussels, not many people were doing Pilates. So I started with one class. And little by little, the teaching took more and more time, and more, I got more and more students coming as well to the class. So at one point I said, okay, I'm going to concentrate only on this because I really love teaching Pilates. I can see how it transforms people, how it helps them with Pilates and with yoga. And so it just took more and more time in my life, and I really got passionate about it, and I got more and more people. And so back in Belgium, I opened then my own studio about 10 years ago. And then one day I visited Japan. So I said, okay, I'm going to open a studio here in Japan. So I closed my studio in Belgium to come here and finally open the studio here 1 year ago. I studied shiatsu before in Brussels. There is a very famous Japanese sensei teaching in Belgium. And when he was teaching shiatsu, he was talking a lot about Japanese culture. We were also practicing zazen. So I got really interested in Japanese culture by studying mainly traditional culture, so like Buddhism, Zazen, tea ceremony. I really wanted to come and visit Japan. But 1 year we were supposed to come with the Shiatsu school, but unfortunately it was cancelled because of the big earthquake, tsunami in Sendai areas. Yeah, I came here the first time by myself in 2015. I spent 2 weeks in Kyoto. When I came here, it was how I imagined, maybe even better. So many temples. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I really liked that people here are very quiet, very peaceful. I really want to come here and do something here. There is the two words happiness. I wanted to use this word happiness because that's what I heard a lot from my students. You know, they say after the class they feel so relaxed, they feel so happy. We are looking to find our own happiness. Pilates makes you happy because you forget about the worries of the past. Need to find places where you feel safe. It's like a cocoon where we feel safe. I wanted to say that place could be for you a nest, for you to feel safe. So that was the idea behind happiness. Oh my God, long explanation. I've been teaching now for 18 years, 19 years. Just one class isn't enough, because you want to start reaching more and more people. I really hope that you can share with as many people as you can. The smile on the face of people, it's the best reward as a teacher. Blessed that I can do that job. And after a while I felt I've done there everything I could in Belgium. I think I've done everything. I felt a very strong connection with Kyoto. I really wanted a new challenge in my life. Japanese people compared to European people, for example, Japanese people have different kind of problem in their body, different kind of pain. I'm learning new things again about Pilates, about how to teach. For example, there was one exercise I would explain, but now that I'm here in Japan, I have to change the way I explain because the body is slightly different. Anyway, it's a very interesting city to be in, and the reason why I wanted to open here, create a connection between people, whatever nationality you are, whatever language you speak, create that connection between people. I've been taking yoga and Pilates class in so many different countries, and you realize you don't need to speak the language of the country. That's why I wanted to come to Kyoto to propose something like this, because I felt there wasn't yet a studio that would offer. Since I am doing Pilates, since I am doing yoga, I feel much healthier. I feel my body is much stronger. The best thing about this job is just the connection with people. Create a connection also with them that's very special over the years. Really the happy moment for me when I teach is that one exercise that this person really, really cannot do for months. And then suddenly this person is like, I could do it. Dekiro. And that's the best because you can see, bring champagne. It's like, kanpai and, omedeto and everything, That's really, that's the moment, you are happy. I know that Pilates and yoga is nourishing my life as well. That's really, of course, the great thing. First, I guess, of course, first of all, we want to just go through Corona situation, survive the Corona situation. For this industry, yoga industry, the Pilates industry, actually the Corona situation is really hard on us everywhere in the world. First of all, we just want to go through and survive. I think the dreams are about sharing and connecting, and I just hope that through happiness we can connect more and more to more people, to more Japanese people, and have more and more, again, this connection, this real connection between different nationalities, and how we can create interaction. I want to open 10 stores. It's much more about reaching out to people, connecting to people more and more, and providing more classes, providing also more workshops, like special event that again gives opportunity for people to meet, to discover new things, and really hope to have of course, more Japanese people coming and really trying to create that environment where Japanese people go over the shyness. We only sell European brand here. Actually, we are the only one who sell those brands here in Japan, and I want to have more and more of these European brands, that's those small brands that Japanese people don't know about, but are really great brands coming from different countries in Europe, and we hope to bring more. Something I hope to have guest teacher coming from Europe to come and teach here in Japan for 1 week or one workshop. I want to do maybe next year like a yoga teacher training here, again with international teacher, not a Japanese yoga teacher training, but like an international yoga teacher training. So in English, that's also something I really want to do here. I hope it's a nice environment to work in, you know. I mean, as a boss, I don't know, I cannot really say that, but I try to create this environment where when you come to work, you are happy to come to work, you know, because we have a team of teachers or in the store as an employee. So I really love to have discussion and to hear new ideas from my team. I really want them actually to bring their ideas. So I let them independent, I give them some flexibility in their job. We are laughing a lot. We don't take ourselves seriously, but what we do it seriously. Of course, you need, as a teacher, you need to have some quality, I think, as a teacher. I'm still European, so I'm very straightforward. If something isn't working, there is some kind of standard I want to reach for the class. So, of course, every teacher needs to have also a standard in teaching. But for me, what matters is that you have your own personality. That everyone brings their own personality, yourself. We don't have to be like all similar. We are not similar. We are completely different. So, with your own personality, just trying for the best quality that you can provide. That's, what matters.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。